Hi guys, so I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to do a smoky eye cat look. So I already have mascara on. What I used was the eye-Younique Epic mascara plus the 3D on this eye and then the 3D mascara alone on this eye, and I did 2 coats of each. I already have a black eyeliner as well. Color was perfect and I just smudged it in using a liner brush. The makeup I'm going to be using today is the Palette 2 Addiction Mood Struck by eye-Younique. Palette 2 has your black and silvers, and it also has browns. I'm not going to be doing the brown today. I'm going to be doing the darker blackish gray to kind of go with my shirt today. So what you're going to need for this tutorial are your main brushes. So we're going to be using a deluxe brush, just a flat fluffy one. That's going to be for your main eyelid area. And then we're going to be using the liner shader brush. Liner brush is always what you're going to smudge your eyeliner in with, and the shader brush is what you're going to be highlighting your brow bone, your inner eye corner. And you're also going to be using the crease brush, and this is going to be a fluffier, straighter one, and that's what you're going to be blending the outer corner for the cat eye look. So to get started, I'm going to be using the color Hopeless, which is the one on the end here, and it's a little bit, it has a shimmer of course, but it's a little bit darker in color than the one next to it. The one next to it's called Romantic, and I'm going to be using that one for my highlighting. So starting off, use your deluxe brush, and before doing any shadow, you always want to prime your eyes ahead of time so that your makeup will set a lot better and the pigment will be a lot stronger and you don't have to do so many coats. So I'm just going to use the eye-Younique eye primer. So you're going to put a little bit on your ring finger, less than a pea size, tiny little bit, smudge them between the 2 ring fingers, and just apply it to your eyelids. This will make them nice and smooth as well. And the eyeshadow will stay in place and you won't get as much falling on your face. Okay. So now we're going to dab the deluxe brush into the Hopeless. Just get a little bit on your brush and apply it to your whole eyelid. So you can see how nicely pigmented that color is, and with that, that primer, it all stays where I applied it. And do the same thing on the other eye. So normally I do the mascara and eyeliner after the makeup. I just already did a tutorial for that, so I still have it on my eyes. Alright, so now that you have it all over your eyelid, you're going to move on to the crease brush. And we're going to use Perplexed first, which is the second from the last there. So just go ahead and put a little bit on your brush. Now a little trick that I like to do is the playing card. And that way it'll keep your cat eye at the same angle on both sides. So you're going to match it up with your bottom lash line. And you're going to bring it to the corner as if your eyebrows kept going. That's where you want to stay with it. It's going to form like a triangle there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just follow the card. You're not going to go all the way to your eyebrows there, but about 1/3 to halfway. And then you're going to bring it up into your crease, halfway to your eyelid, and same with the bottom, and a back and forth motion with your brush. You're going to just blend that in. And this color, where it's in between my darkest and the one I put on the eyelid, it's going to allow those colors to all blend together nicely. Okay, and now we're going to do the same thing on the other eye. So put a little bit on your brush again and apply it to the other eye. Same motion, halfway, bring it up into the crease, and then a back and forth motion to blend them together. What I like about this card trick is that you can be messy, and same with this eyeshadow look, you could do it very quickly because we're using colors that'll blend so nicely together. Okay, so now that you have both done, we're going to go ahead with the darkest color that we're going to be doing on the outer side. So now I'm going to use Peppy, which is the one on the end here. So same thing, put a little bit on the end of your brush And now we're going to do the same thing as before, but we're not going to go halfway. We're going to stick towards the outer side. So towards the outer, and probably about half of where you had that second color is where we're going to be putting that darkest one. Now you're just going to be focusing on that outer lash line, right on your corner. Okay, and that way it blends them nice together. So now what you do is you just take your finger and you brush it to smooth that out. And take your finger underneath, smudge it out. Okay. See that? Now you can always correct your angle if you're not happy with it. I'm going to smudge it a little lower. There we go. I like that better. And now we're going to do the same on the other side. So add some more on your brush. And if it was during the day, you would do slightly lighter colors. You wouldn't go as dark as this. It's just now it's already almost close to supper time. There you go. We're going to do the same on this side. Smudge it down. And smudge it up. Okay. And just run your brush along the edge just to kind of smooth that color out a little bit, so you don't have such a harsh line. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. Just soften those sharp edges up with that same brush. There you go. Okay. And if you want to correct anything, now is the time to just soften any places up that looks like might be a little bit darker than the rest. And all I'm doing is bringing it into the upper crease. Okay. Now I'm going to move on to the highlighting of it. So using that deluxe brush, I'm going to use the Romantic color, which is that second one, the lightest of the palette. Apply it to the brow bone. Right below it, fills in the two colors. Do the same on the other side, brow bone, fills in that blank spot. Okay, and now the inner eye, just to give it some shimmer. Bring it up a little bit with the other colors. Same on the other side. And every time I do a new spot on my eye, I always dab the brush with some new eyeshadow. Alright, there we go. So now you can see there's kind of a shimmer going on. And now the must-have eyeliners. So what I did with the black was I just applied it to the whole eyelid and then I smudged it in afterwards. So now that I already have that on there, I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner and just emphasize that. So just following the inner side. So nice thing with doing the regular eye pencil before the wet eyeliner is that you don't see the imperfections as bad. But the wet eyeliner will always give more emphasis than a pencil. Okay, so emphasized a lot more, so you can see how this one stands out a lot more at the creases of the lashes compared to the other one. So just do the same thing on the other side. I have used many brands of makeup, very expensive ones too, and I have never come across a shadow that is as pigmented as these. I did not have to keep double dipping my brush to finally get the color shown. And I think a lot of that has to do with a really good primer as well. Alright, so there you go. Now if you want, you can use the leftover on your liner brush, and you could always go halfway down underneath your lower lash lid just to darken the corner up a little bit. I'd say just use what's left over on it so that it doesn't darken it too much. Or another trick is you could always wet the liner brush and dab it into your shadow. There you go. My eyes are done. If you want even bigger lashes, just use your white eyeliner, put it on your inner lash line, right in your tear duct. And that'll open your eye up. So you can see my eye looks a lot bigger than the other eye, so I'll do it on the other eye so I don't look funny. And there you have it. So I'm just going to turn around and give you new lighting so you can see the eyeshadow. So hopefully you liked the tutorial. Let me know what you guys think. If there's different colors that you want to see, just let me know and I'll make it happen. Love you guys.